Guys, welcome to this week's vlog. I really want to honor you for your commitment at this point. We thank you for your trust, and at that point we're going to jump right in. So, I want you to remember, last week we talked about the importance of personal development in the business process. So, the team and I, we've been thinking about that a lot, and we wanted to bring you something very concrete this week that you can implement today if you so choose to. And so we were thinking, and it dawned on us, there is a character trait that scientists have proven is most correlated for business success. In fact, there is a personality test called Hexaco, which we will leave down under the video, which tests individuals on 25 different character traits. One of them being this character trait that we just described. It is called conscientiousness. 80% of all individuals that have a break-even business or higher test very highly in the character trait of conscientiousness. So we wanted to walk you through what this actually means. This character trait gets subdivided into 4 sub-facets. The first one being organization. Organization means nothing more than our ability to structure our life in a coherent way. The perfect example that jumps to mind in this case is Bill Gates. When Bill Gates was 17 and decided that he wanted to create Microsoft, he locked himself into a hotel room for a couple of weeks and wrote out the basic code for DOS and other applications of Microsoft that are used to this day. What does this mean? Bill Gates was the richest man 24 years in a row because he was organized enough to lock himself into a room, stay focused, set priorities, and get these priorities done. So the practical takeaway here for you might be, every day I'd like to challenge you, write down as much as 3 things you want to get done that day. 3 things, and actually hold yourself accountable for these things. Another great example is a guy like Elon Musk. All of us marvel at Elon Musk's productivity. The only man in history who was able to create 3 Fortune 500 companies that make over $1 billion, being Tesla, being SpaceX, and being SolarCity. He divides his day into 15-minute slots. That shows the power of organization. Let's move on to the second sub-facet. The second sub-facet is a facet called diligence. Diligence is nothing more than grind or hard work. A great example that jumps to mind there is Arnold Schwarzenegger. We all know him, the guy with the huge biceps, right? In Terminator, I'll be back. So that guy, he figured out that he wanted to be a bodybuilder with the age of 12. And he came up with a concept he called reps and sets. He noticed that repetition, the more you repeat something with elevated intensity, the more you will actually improve your skill and get better at it. You will rarely find a person who's successful in business that is not highly diligent, i.e. has a high degree of reps and sets in whatever he does. So I would challenge you, apply this to your life. Find something you want to get better at and apply the principles of reps and sets to it. I'm super sure you're going to get a return quickly. The third sub-facet is a facet called perfectionism. Our ability to double check our work and make sure there are no errors in what we're doing. I want to talk to you about a concept that is used in piloting by pilots. It's a concept called 6 Sigma. What that basically means is pilots have designed their double checking mechanisms in a way that they make 3 mistakes per million checks. This system is practically why planes don't crash. I mean, if you're in a plane, in a smaller plane, you might have heard before a pilot going, hydraulics, the co-pilot goes, hydraulics, right? They double check everything. Let's apply this to our lives. I'm sure I am guilty as this is like nobody, right? I have a lot of spelling mistakes and stuff in my emails, so I know if I do not double check my stuff, there will be mistakes in it. And nothing shows a person, I don't care about you more than sending them an email that's full of spelling mistakes. It doesn't take a lot of time, so I would challenge you, whatever you put out into the world, reread it once more, re-watch it once more if it's a video, and make sure that small errors that can be avoided are actually avoided. Your conscientiousness will go up exponentially. The final sub-facet is the equity kicker. It is a facet called prudence. Prudence means nothing more than the ability to make the right decision. Let me explain how this is important, right? So let's say you want to go north, right? And this is your north, right? Like that lamp right there is my north, which is about, I don't know, 2 meters away from me. But I don't know that's my north, and I have a compass that is showing me that my north is actually that way. Well, the truth of the matter is, I'm going to walk that way. I'm going to do so in an organized fashion. I'm going to do so in a diligent way, reps and sets, right? Start working out my muscles so that I can run faster. I'm going to do so in a perfectionist manner, trying to double check everything I do. Well, the truth of the matter is, I'm going to run all the way around the earth, right? And eventually, after a huge amount of time, I'm going to get to that lamp. When, if I would have made the right decision, I could have just walked 2 meters. And this is where a lot of people apparently fail in business. After having read a bunch of business books, it makes sense to me. A lot of us, we waste time by not making right decisions. So I would ask you, when you make a big decision in your life, double check it, think about it. Is that really where I want to go? Because again, we can do the other 3 in a perfectionist manner. If we don't get this right, we're going to waste a lot of time and we may never get to our goal. I want to leave you with one final thought. The cool thing about this personality trait is actually that all 4 facets are super learnable. Again, scientists looked into this and they found that conscientiousness of the 25 subfacets is the one that is most teachable and learnable. So I would challenge all of you, go to hexico.org where you find this personality test. We're going to leave it down in the description of the video. And test yourself on a regular basis and hold yourself accountable for your progress. Again, 80% of individuals that have a break-even business or better test super high in this character trait. Meaning, if you can get this up, your ability to start a successful business, which lots of us want to do, will increase exponentially. I hope this video helped you guys. Leave comments. We're looking forward to your feedback, and we'll see you next week for another vlog. Thank you very much.